CM Punk is entering the Royal Rumble. Maybe, Seth, it's you he's coming after.
I have to finish the story. You need to acknowledge me.
We may already have an idea of the two main frontrunners for WrestleMania 40. It's Sportskeeda Wrestling. I'm Kevin. Get into the comments below. Let us know what you think. After the December 11th episode of WWE Raw, we may even know who could win the Royal Rumble, or at least, the two main guys everyone's going to be talking about. As of that episode, there have been only two men to announce their entries into the 30-man fracas that is the Rumble match that decides who moves on to main event WrestleMania and challenge for a world title. And those two men are two of the most talked about in all of WWE, Cody Rhodes and the returning CM Punk. Incidentally, they're also the two favorites to win the Rumble right now. Cody said it best himself, only one of them can finish their story. For Cody, it's about capturing the WWE Championship, a title that his father, the Hall of Famer, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, never actually won, but technically defeated a champion for. And that now takes the form of the undisputed Universal title held by the ruthless Roman Reigns. For CM Punk, it's all about achieving the one goal he stated he wanted in his first run in WWE, but can now get upon his return: headlining WrestleMania. We're going to make two arguments, one for Cody Rhodes and one for CM Punk, as to why each should win the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble. And let's get right into it. And you get into those comments and let us know who you're picking. Let's go into the Cody Rhodes road, possibly to WrestleMania. The man who headlined WrestleMania 39 and nearly defeated Roman Reigns, unless Roman Reigns' entire family didn't help him win the match, is rumored to be the opponent for Roman Reigns once again at WrestleMania 40 in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And to get that spot last year, he had to win the Royal Rumble coming off an injury, so why should he win it again? For one, if Cody Rhodes does win the Royal Rumble, it will be the first time in 26 years that anyone has won back-to-back Rumbles. The last man to do that was Stone Cold Steve Austin in 1998, and for the women, there is yet to be one who has won the Royal Rumble twice, let alone twice in a row. That's a whole different topic. It would be a good change to have a back-to-back winner who fans truly are endeared to, but that in and of itself isn't a strong enough reason to win it. It isn't just about the stats, it's about the story. Another argument for Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble is that he has been in the driver's seat for a while now. He has been the guy perfectly positioned to be the guy to end this very dramatic and well-promoted long title reign of over 1,300 days that Roman Reigns has been on. And by the time we get to WrestleMania 40, it will be even longer.
Acknowledge me.
Cody Rhodes has been around and been spiritually connected to the lore of WWE. Him winning it would mean a whole lot. Given that WWE has invested so much in him to be the next babyface hero, it makes sense for them to give him that selective honor of a Rumble win or maybe even a WrestleMania win. And for the anti-Punk party fans who are probably in the comments at some point saying you can't trust him, well, it looks like you can trust Cody if you give him that spot. All those backstage drama, political issues, whatever, those don't really float around Cody in WWE, at least from what we know. It's also worth noting that everything we've heard of CM Punk backstage in WWE has been very wholesome, very heartwarming, and he's been welcomed with open arms by almost everyone there. Cody has proven himself to be a team player for the WWE. Wherever he is waving the flag of the company and proving himself to be a front-face superstar. CM Punk, by his nature, is a rebel disruptor who simply draws in fans, wants to do right by the business, but the history is there coming out of AEW. Those two blow-ups in Tony Khan's face, the fights backstage, we know it's floating over him. With that said, you could easily argue that Triple H and WWE will be well aware of that risk and will do a lot better to keep Punk happy, Punk healthy, and maybe keep those issues away from him. For one, WWE isn't as dependent on CM Punk. And like Seth Rollins, a man who certainly doesn't like CM Punk right now, said in that promo on the big definitive face-off, this run is essentially CM Punk's last chance in wrestling. And he knows it, and so does WWE. That narrative alone might be enough to deter him from causing any issues. Or maybe it's a narrative to set a completely different storyline for CM Punk that doesn't involve Roman Reigns. This still doesn't change the fact that Cody doesn't have that history. He doesn't have that around him. That's an advantage he has built in. Another good reason for Cody to win the Rumble is the fact that he does face Roman Reigns. There's a story there to build on, a rematch to build from, and there's no way he's in any spot but the main event of WrestleMania 40 on night 2 where it seems satisfactory. He needs to finish his story. The emotional conviction he has portrayed in that story, the history that is undeniable in his family, it all still makes sense. It's still something that would be fulfilling to see played out on the grandest stage of them all. Since it's the most important match on the entire card of the 2 days that are now a modern WrestleMania, it's not unreasonable for the Men's Royal Rumble winner to get that spot. Our last argument for Cody Rhodes is that this Rumble is an opportunity to give him an Iron Man-like performance. He didn't really get that so much in his last Royal Rumble win, as he was really only in there for 15 minutes, though he did have a really great mini-match at the end there with Gunther. This time, he should be given the opportunity to last an hour or a little more, even get a bigger win than he did in 2023. You always have to up the ante. Now, let's make the case for CM Punk. We have even more reasons why he should be the winner of the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble match. That doesn't mean we have a bias or a preference, but it's just fresh on the mind, right? First, the Royal Rumble 2024 is exactly 10 years to the day of the infamous 2014 edition that saw CM Punk get injured and walk out from WWE. Do we need to say how poetically justified it would be for him to win this Royal Rumble 10 years after his falling out with the company? Punk winning the Rumble and proving his detractors wrong with his on-display determination and will to win in his first big premium live event match back in WWE would be a special way to establish this revived narrative with him as the Second City Saint pursuing a restored legacy. Plus, he's never won a Rumble before. Even as a possible runner-up, Cody Rhodes can also find another path to a big WrestleMania match, even Roman Reigns, by capturing maybe the big prize at the 2024 Elimination Chamber match and earning a spot against Reigns that way. The Rumble isn't the only path to main event glory at Mania. Thirdly, the rivalry between Punk and Rollins is one that fans are already gravitating to with his return. The hatred between them is believable and likely legitimate, and now they have a prize to fight for in the new World Heavyweight Championship. Punk winning the Rumble is a perfect way to set up a main event for WrestleMania 40 Night 1. The next reason of ours is fairly simple. CM Punk is red hot right now. The numbers are there. Tens of millions of people on social media engaged by WWE across the board on his return at Survivor Series. The reports of his merchandise selling 6 figures within just a few days of his return are all factors for why WWE can bet on CM Punk. The timing is everything, and the timing is on his side. He's a bona fide box office star. Whether you like him or not, you care about what he's doing, and it makes sense to capitalize on the momentum by having him win the Royal Rumble match. The fifth reason is that winning the Rumble match and choosing Rollins instantly elevates the prestige of the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins has done a lot to build the legitimacy of the new world title and has been a fighting champion. But even then, it's hard to get rid of the perception that it's just secondary to the Undisputed Universal Championship that Roman Reigns has held for so long. Punk winning the Rumble and choosing to go with Rollins in the World Heavyweight title would do a lot to dispute that perception. Our last case arguing why CM Punk should win is fairly simple. He deserves to win a Royal Rumble. and headline WrestleMania. Apart from winning a US championship, becoming a Grand Slam champion, there are only two real pivotal achievements CM Punk has left in WWE, and it's a Rumble and headlining a Mania. He made it clear that his goal is to headline Mania, and despite what we said about Night 2 maybe being a more important match, it doesn't change the fact that main eventing any night of WrestleMania is main eventing WrestleMania. The two-night format of WrestleMania expanded a few years ago, lending itself to the bigger appetite and the bigger broadcast potential that a streaming platform gives WWE, and Peacock has allowed for more superstars to be featured in big-time matches on the biggest stage of them all. Last year, we had a tag team title match with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and the Usos in the main event. The big matches with Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. These are possible because of the two-night Mania format. CM Punk could benefit from that. Superstars who wouldn't have even imagined headlining a Mania before are now getting that honor. No doubt a part of the pivotal systematic changes that CM Punk advocated for many years ago in his first run in the company. Do you think Cody Rhodes and CM Punk should win the Royal Rumble match? Which one would you choose? Let us know in the comments below.